Hey everybody, ScoutCrafter here again. It's our 4th of July special. It is the 4th of July. We're celebrating it today. And you can see we're flying the both the Dean Collins special and off to my, if you could see above my shoulder here, we also have the Betsy Ross flag that we're flying. We only fly that once a year at this time, and let's talk a little bit about it. It's a great day. Little breeze out, and which is beautiful because the flags fly nice. Let's get downstairs and talk a little bit about today. Okay, we're back down the shop. It is a beautiful day today. The temperatures are in the mid 60s, which is just absolutely beautiful. You know, we had such that heat wave, and we get a little break today, so I'm really enjoying it. You know, it's just comfortable. I got much more energy. We got a few things planned for tonight. I love this day, as you know, and and I just want to put out a special thanks to everybody that responded to the ScoutCrafter challenge for the flag, to get a flag up. There's a lot of people been posting on Instagram and things like that on how many have repaired flags and got them up for the 4th, and that's really fantastic. We got, like I said, a couple things to talk about today. First of all, about history. You know, I fly that Betsy Ross flag. A lot of people are unaware that there were actually a lot of flags before the Betsy Ross flag. It's really interesting and great history. We do have, like I said, a lot of flags. I had a friend of mine that was a big flag collector, and he had dozens of antique flags that were original flags, you know, not reproductions, of every single type. And, you know, I remember seeing a 35-star flag. I was like, wow, that's kind of unusual, and because you never see that. You know, we're over here in the States, we sometimes would see a 48-star flag, or, you know, but, you know, to see the older ones, that's pretty cool. So really enjoying this today, and looking forward to tonight, because I got a little surprise planned. So let's see what we got around the shop here today. A couple weeks ago, I was at the flea market, and this guy had a table with all inexpensive tools on there, and a lot of people just walking by. But you always have to take a look, because you never know what you might find. And I saw this. This is, you know, one of them old socket sets, the cheap ones, and it brought back a lot of memories, because my first socket set was actually one of these. It was an inexpensive. The first one I ever bought myself was one of these. I used to use my dad's, but then I wound up buying my own because I was going to be working on, and I did a lot of work with these. I'm not a tool snob, so, you know, when I see anybody, I don't care, any tool that you're going to use, you're going to work with what you can afford. But I saw this there, and again, it was a Miger and a 21-piece ratchet socket set, and this is a metric. Mine was a standard, the one I had. So when I saw this for the price of $2, I didn't even bargain with him. I just said sure, because you know what, I saw right away. I wonder if you see. I know there's one guy out there who probably sees. That's Tom Gunn. He probably noticed it right away. But I said, this is a nice little set. First of all, it's complete. Second of all, it's made in Japan. And although this wasn't a super high quality, they got the job done, you know. And again, these were sets that they were all over the place. They were inexpensive at the time, and they worked. And like I said, I've never had a socket break on me. I've never had one strip out. But it also teaches you to be careful with your tools, because these aren't like Craftsman or Snap-on. You know, you can strip these out, but they usually had like a 12-point design, so I would rather have had a 6-point design. That makes them a little bit stronger, but they do hold up and they work good. But the reason I bought this set, and like I was saying, you'd pick it out right away if you know, I picked it out because of this. Can you see what that is right there? You know, that is something that, you know, as soon as I opened it up, I saw that and I said, gave him $2, walked away. You see this right here? You see what that is? That's an S&K, a 1/4-inch driver in beautiful shape. And you know, this alone is worth 3 times the price of the socket set, of course. But isn't that something? How if you just, sometimes I would have never looked. If I didn't lift that cover up, I never would have saw this. But so that's always a good deal. And Nice little sets. They actually worked, they held up, and they didn't do any heavy-duty work, but got me through a lot of jobs. Next up, for the 4th, I added some bunting in front of my house. Now, for those of you who don't know what bunting is, years ago, these were really big, and especially in the southern part of the United States and whatnot, but bunting used to be all over. Even my town was an old-fashioned town, and you would come down the block or down the parade route, and you would see people would take out, once a year, they would take out their bunting and decorate their homes with it. And I always thought it looked so nice. And you don't see it too much these days, but every once in a while you'll come across some, especially in some of the suburbs and things like that, where people are kind of old-fashioned and have their big homes and they like to display this kind of stuff. But I really think it does look pretty. It's something that really it's ornate and decorates the house. And again, bunting goes way back to the 17 and 1800s when it was really big. Throughout the 1800s, this was real big. We wanted to illuminate the flag for tonight, being that it is the 4th of July, and I wanted to show you a couple things you should know about if you plan to run a cord or some kind of lighting outside of your house. One good idea is to have a weatherproof extension cord. This one here is it's rated to be outdoors, but again, you're only supposed to leave it out for short periods of time and things like that. And then we're going to be running these LED lights that stake into the ground. But a good idea whenever you're running a voltage like 110 or more is to have a GFCI or GFI, ground fault interrupter. And what this does is you plug this into your house, and then this goes into the extension cord here, and now you have a little bit of protection that if it should get wet or something, that it will trip this breaker quickly. But the way to do it professionally is to either have a GFCI circuit breaker or to have an outlet that you're going to be running anything outside or anywhere there's water. Well, here we go. How's that look, huh? Is that unbelievable? Just absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Couldn't ask for a better setup here. Only a couple lights, and what a nice job it does illuminating that flag. Okay, a little bit of a surprise. The other day I came out and I checked my mail, and look what was in the mail. Somebody sent this. Somebody sent this. I have no idea who. It just said my name and ScoutCrafter and no return address. But whoever sent it, let me know. Let me know in the comments. You got to see what this looks like. Okay, that looks just awesome. And whoever sent that in, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Please let me know who you are. Okay, the weather cleared up. Its sun is out. It looks great today. And let's take a look at some of the flags that our viewers and subscribers sent in. What a fantastic array of flags that everybody put up. Let's check them out now. Okay, so in closing, once again, I just want to thank everybody for being a part of our 4th challenge. And I hope you all have a fantastic holiday. Take care now. Bye-bye.